presents ScentBlocker Most Wanted. Brought to you by Bossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. ScentBlocker, close enough to kill. Browning, the best there is. Ford and your quality Ford dealers. Tree Spider Safety System. Light, easy, fast, safe.
Last week we were showing you how our whole style of hunting has changed since we started using the Cuddeback game camera. This week we have more for you, and it starts with Bob's 2010 late season Oklahoma bow hunt.
That's my lucky hat. My lucky driving hat.
As Bob headed into Oklahoma, so did a winter storm. Strong wind, ice, and below freezing temperatures, what advantages or disadvantages would this do for Bob's already short hunt? The Cuddeback Attack IR had taken literally hundreds of pictures. Some of the bucks that had been seen back in October were still around. Bob was barely in the stand when the deer started coming.
Bucks. There's a big one in the front. You come here, you gotta cross the fence. He's on this side of the fence. Right here. Shut up. Big buck. That was a good one. He would have went about another foot. We couldn't get the camera around. I had to take him there. The exit side looked good, but when I shot, he was kind of quartering. I would rush the shot because I knew he was going to be out of the frame. He was going to get out here, and I never would have got a shot. I have to tell you, what an incredible evening. The buck I shot ran out of the field, and I actually shot back about 2 or 3 inches and angled away, and we seen the buck go over here. I seen him go down. The old rage did it again.
Facebook.com/ScentBlocker Most Wanted. We're giving away stuff each week. Stuff you want, stuff you need. Facebook.com/ScentBlocker Most Wanted.
This segment of ScentBlocker Most Wanted is brought to you by Matthews Solo Cam. Catch us if you can. Rage, the revolutionary rear deploying broadhead.
Bob's hunting a wooded ridge in Pike County, hoping to catch a buck heading back to his bed. He's had plenty of deer action, but nothing he wants to take.
There's the buck right there. Here he comes.
This buck had come out of nowhere and probably wasn't going to be sticking around very long. He was chasing does.
I'll find him. Can you see him? No. No, there's a tree there. Okay.
But Bob recognized this buck. We had seen him on some trail cam pictures way back in August when he was still in velvet.
I'm on him. I got a tree in front of me. I ain't got a shot. Come on, buddy. One more step. He's right there, baby. I gotta tell you, earlier, we got in here and we had 3 does right underneath us. And my old man stand sits right there. That stand has got good background, you know, and that's the thing, sometimes you don't want to be skyline, and at least when they come up these ridges, you've got good, especially with that big oak there in the back of it. They didn't ever know we was there. They was right here. You know, we didn't get a lot of footage of this deer. He came up over the top. I'd seen him once, and by the time we got up and got the camera turned around, the doe had disappeared and the buck had, and the next thing I knew, the doe comes up over the ridge. And I thought, if that's that same doe, there's no doubt in my mind that this guy was going to be behind him.
Even though we've used our cuddybacks all over North America, they've shown the greatest potential in Illinois and Missouri, where we have them set up year-round.
Here it is, first light, second day of the Illinois shotgun season. I have a hit list. I've got some most wanted deer on this property, and one of them bucks has been living right here. I've had 2 opportunities, and both times have not got it done.
Bob's first encounter with his hit list bucks came early in November. It was warm. The leaves were still on the trees, and Bob was in the triple stand. This tree has been used for years and years, so long that the tree itself is actually growing around the chain from the original stand.
It's a buck. That big buck, that's the big buck we've been looking for 3 years. Came rubbing on that tree.
This buck was 20 yards away, but Bob's only shot would require him to slide around to the old stand that was being eaten by the tree. He didn't want to risk scaring off the buck if the stand would shift or drop with all of his weight on it. His only hope was the buck would work his way around to the other side of the tree.
Start walking. Go right back the same way again. yards. Right there. No way to shoot.